What's up guys, David here. Welcome back to Mix Plus TV. Welcome back to another video. There is an interesting article again that I ran into today and I wanted to read it with you and I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. This, I really don't know much, so I'm genuinely interested to read this article and I'm reading it for the first time with you. The article is about Kendrick Lamar, which just won 5 Grammys a few days ago for his song Not Like Us, which is a diss track against Drake. They had a beef that went on for years and years and just culminated with this back and forth of diss tracks, and apparently it's consensus that Kendrick won the war. But legal experts, says the article posted on Tyla.com, I'll put the link down below. Legal expert issues warning to Kendrick Lamar ahead of Super Bowl performance over Drake diss. And we already know, and don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, that Drake already either tried or did sue Kendrick label for inflating the streaming numbers and the sale number of Not Like Us to basically damage him, which I'm not sure what kind of basis, legal basis he could possibly have for something like that, because diss tracks have been existing for decades. But apparently there could be a problem if this happens at the Super Bowl, because the legal expert is basically saying that Drake could go for a defamation lawsuit, not against Kendrick, but against the network that hosts the event. But let's read the article, because this is kind of interesting. Kendrick Lamar took home 5 Grammys for his diss track, Not Like Us. Any fans of Lamar, 37, will no doubt know about all the beef between himself and fellow rapper Drake. On the off chance you're not in the loop, the pair have had a pretty long history delivering diss tracks towards one another. However, it wasn't until Lamar dropped Not Like Us back in May that things really heated up. The lyrics of the track appear to claim that Drake and his team are the files. As they read, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young, you better not ever go to cell block 1. To any beat that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified files. Drake denied such allegation on the Heart Part 6 diss track. Meanwhile, Not Like Us debuted at #1 on the Hot 100, and in July he released the music video for the track. In September, Lamar was named as the 2025 Super Bowl halftime performer. Lamar appeared to accuse Drake of being a P in Not Like Us, and now a legal expert issue a warning ahead of Lamar's Super Bowl performance over the Drake diss. Steve Kontsevitz exclusively explained to Tyla a little more about the situation. He told us defamation claims can be brought against anyone, including businesses who are involved in the publication or dissemination of a statement which could affect the reputation of an individual. This is why Drake sued Kendrick record label and why he may want to go after the Super Bowl broadcaster. The legal expert also pointed out that these tracks are nothing new, adding that actual legal claims involving them are very rare, at least in US, where defamation law works a little differently than in UK, meaning it's a lot harder to get a defamation case in court and let alone win. However, it's one thing to diss for the usual kinds of reasons that leads to beef between rappers, and another to accuse someone of a very serious criminal offense. I mean, usually, yes, diss tracks are more roasts, right, than actually accusation that are this heavy or involve an actual criminal offense. I think that's the difference, right? Although we had rappers in the past dissing each other and accusing each other of unaliving people. We've seen plenty of real-life examples in public figures being accused of offenses such as P and leading to real-world consequences, especially on social media where beefs are played out, amplified, and their claims occasionally taken at face value. The expert continued, this isn't a case of Drake being a sore loser in relation to every claim made in the song, but setting the record straight over claims of P, and as such it may be that the broadcaster thinks twice about wanting to be drawn into what could be a pretty expensive claim to defend, especially where they are aware that other litigations being threatened and where their audience wouldn't usually expect to hear these kind of lyrics in a halftime show. Kontsevitz explained that the bigger the audience that is exposed to a defamatory statement, the bigger a damage claim would be. I mean, at this point though, I don't know how many millions of streams Not Like Us has, let alone 5 Grammys, so has been celebrated openly by the entire music industry, by the highest tier of the entire music industry. So how much worse can it get? How much bigger the audience can it get? I mean, granted that the halftime Super Bowl has millions and millions of people watching it, so definitely it adds on top to it. But let's take a look at it. Not Like Us streaming. As of February 4th, 2025, Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us has been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify alone. It's also the most streamed song on Apple Music worldwide. Well, that is, I mean, crazy. I mean, at this point, it already has billions and billions of streams. It's the most streamed diss track on Spotify. It holds the record for the biggest single day stream for a hip-hop song, 12.8 million in the first day. It's the fastest rap song on Spotify to reach 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and 700 million streams. I mean, probably, we can probably say is the most successful, so to speak, at least in terms of streaming, rap song in the past, I guess, decade, I want to say. Let's see how much is the usual halftime audience for the Super Bowl. The average viewership for Super Bowl halftime show is usually in the hundreds of millions. So yeah, it would add up, but we are talking about billions of streams already that song has. Anyway, the article continues, we may see other claims against other businesses with deep pockets sooner rather than later, the legal expert concluded. Tyler has reached out to both Kendrick Lamar and Drake's representatives for further comment regarding Sunday's Super Bowl halftime performance. And obviously they didn't get any reply because there's nothing added to the article, which was to be expected. But this is interesting, right? I mean, it is on one hand true, right, that the usual diss tracks don't go into this. At the same time, we've seen a lot of talk about Hollywood and this particular big problem that appears to be quite common in Hollywood, allegedly. We don't want to get sued again. So I guess music has always been kind of a mirror for our society and in many cases what happens, right? Whether it's the news of the day or a general trend that happens in society. So I guess this is one perspective. And then on the other hand, there's the beef between Drake and Kendrick went on and on and on. And every diss track was up in the previous one. And so I guess we are here. And so the question that I ask for you guys to answer in the comments down below is who you side with. Is anything and everything allowed when shots are fired, figuratively, in diss tracks, or there is a line, there is a limit that shouldn't be crossed? Like if you're not convicted of something, then you're playing with somebody's reputation. Where is the line? And from a legal standpoint, it appears that Drake could have some ground to go after, at this point, the broadcaster of the Super Bowl halftime. Would he win? I have no idea. Apparently, according to the legal expert, he could have a chance, at least an argument. And I follow the Drake versus Kendrick beef for a minute because, we were a bunch of music industry people when that was right in the middle happening. And when Drake dropped one of the songs, we were all at dinner. We went to somebody's house to check it out and see what he said because we were a bunch of people, and some of us had inside information, and we were mostly laughing about it. But then Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, and it was a whole different vibe. Is it because it's true? Is it because it was too much? What do you guys think? I want to know in the comments down below. But this is going to be kind of interesting to follow. A lot of things are happening in the music industry, and I guess the Super Bowl is coming up, so we're going to stay tuned and see what happens. I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you like the video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you want to book mix and mastering with me, go to the website mixplustv.com. In there, you can also find all the mix and mastering courses. If you want to access the exclusive library of videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a MixPlusTV member. And if the videos are helping you, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time. And stay out of trouble.